Hello there, welcome to Young African Trip. My name is Modella, as you already know, your presenter, your young and imaginative host. Today with me on another beautiful show is another thriving young entrepreneur in the music sector. His name is DannyC, who is better known as DannyC, a budding gospel music artist. It's good to have you here, Chike. How do you feel?
I feel good.
He hails from Owerri, Imo State, and has a penchant for bypassing every outer court experience and plunging into the deepest parts of worship. I wonder what that means.
Okay. Plunging into the deepest part of worship, I think when you talk about worship, it's something so deep, like from my understanding of what worship is. Not just daily life, like living, then when you're out there, what everybody see as worship, when you're on the stage and all that, outside your daily life now, I think it's something that is out of the show, out of the aura of the cameras and the lightning and all that. So
I love the way you speak, and trust me, he sings beautifully. Wow. He's a beautiful singer with a dynamic vocal style. He holds a bachelor's degree in project management from Federal University of Owerri and is currently an intern, artist, producer, and a BGVS at WAMP. He's good with his hands. He says whatever he touches turns to gold. And I would ask him, I hope he doesn't touch me and turn to gold. Please, don't touch me today. Don't even try and touch me today at all.
there's a good reason to do that.
He's also into paint application and wallpaper installations. It's awesome to know you have all this. Now, as you look about based on different people in the same line of your, passion, singing and all that, what exactly makes you Chike different? Sorry, I think I should call you by your stage name. What exactly makes you DannyC different?
Okay, I think the sound. Of course, growing up with music, we have the opportunity to score a lot of people.
Okay.
Most times, most singers out there, I know when we do all of those stuff, picking artists out there, international and the ones around us, scoring them, you tend to lose yourself.
I get
because you want to be this person, you want to sound like this. But the point there is sitting back when you learned all of that, the skills, of course, then the hearts, so we're talking about worship. That's the deep part of it. I think when you have the hearts, you have the art, and then the skill is there. So I think
what makes you
your
different?
own sound makes you different.
Okay, you crafted your own sound. Okay. So what do you love most about being a singer?
Okay. As a singer, for me, music is my weapon of choice. Yes, because I have to download information from heaven because I get a lot of inspirations and lyrics-wise, not just trying to write. So when I get these songs, my feet can take it to everywhere, but the voice, recording it, takes it to every heart out there. So that's the point for me. And when I release these words, it goes without anyone rejecting it because, of course, it's music. There's music in the word.
So when did you first release your first album?
Not an album, actually. I'm still working on an album.
Okay.
But I've got a lot of singles. And then my first single, official single released.
All right.
Okay. My official single released 5 months ago.
5 months ago?
It was around June I released the first single. Then the second one was just this past month.
Wow. That's awesome. That's so nice.
Singles out there.
Wow. So I really wanted to ask, your song, your kind of song. I need to know what kind of song do you love playing? I mean, just love singing. I mean, I should ask that.
Okay, I love singing the alternative rock.
Alternative
rock. All of the bossa nova beats and those R&Bs that get into the soul and makes you feel.
I get you. I
slow beats, everything slow beats. Because I'm not the loud, kind of person too. The slow beats for me.
Okay, we'll take a quick break now to show you how he performs one of his songs. Don't go away. We'll be back. Welcome back was Daniel Chieke on the mic, aka DannyC. I really enjoyed every part of that song. You did, yeah. That's what we were talking about. I mean, that's what we're still talking about, the song, the administration aspect. Now, I need to ask you, if you could change anything about the music industry, what would that be?
Okay, that would be two things now. One, the lyrics out there, gospel-wise, to get.
Okay.
So the lyrics out there, you know, most times, most people just get into the studio and just try to form songs right in the studio.
Because of the voice.
Because they have the voice, of course, they have the skill, but then they don't take good care of the lyrics and know what works and what the Spirit is saying per time. Because most of these things is spiritual work. Because God has something to say and He bursts it in you for you to put it out there for the world too. So doing your own thing, most of the lyrics, Lord, we thank you, we bless you, we know, of course, you know, everybody thanks God. But this sound, this depth that you get from the scripture,
I get you.
and you know, let it flow, and the Spirit breathes on it and it flies. So I want people to, singers out there, to really take care of their lyrics, script it well. You know, if you want to be poetic, okay, fine, good, but take care of the spirit content first.
So the lyrics and you were going to say two things?
Yes, and then the second one is how it happens in the music industry. Of course, I think there's this clique, of course, out there that they decide on what goes, and okay, those ones out there, that is, I want the upcoming artists to be given a voice, because I think that's where you have the good content right now, and giving them this chance to express makes a whole lot of difference.
Work on your lyrics, like he said, and let them have the freedom of expression, isn't it?
Good.
Okay, so I need to ask you, who inspires you in the music world?
Music world. Okay, I'll talk about my mom first.
Okay.
Because she loves music.
Mommy.
She encouraged me a lot. She bought a lot of uniforms for me.
Yeah.
So, you know, leaving the house, coming by late, those rehearsal times and all that. She knows he's in church, okay? And music. We sing a lot, we write together a lot. Whenever I travel back home, she will always have this song that she has, you know, written, and maybe I should look into it and give it a new
Thank
school
you, Mommy.
touch. So,
any
so
other
mom's
person?
good. Then my producer, my boss, Mr. Wodoni, okay?
Ooh.
I don't know, I like words to express
I like that
the kind of person
I like that
he is.
expression. Okay.
Honestly, because musically now, skill-wise, you must get it right with him. So you just need to get your craft right.
Like that.
So with that alone, it puts you to work. So, and his kindness is amazing.
So it inspires you a lot. Thank you,
Thank you so
Ambassador
much.
Wolioni. Now let's talk about low points, because you have had a lot of low points, if I agree with you. Yeah.
a lot.
Now, because I think people don't really appreciate how bad they really are, and I think it will always be reassuring that DannyC,
Yeah.
yeah,
sure.
okay, went through some low points, and you're your feet today, isn't
Of course.
it? Okay. Now, so can you tell us some hard times you've really gone through? How did you learn from it?
Okay, 2010, I lost my dad. All the financial help I looked up to was revolving around him, you know, talking about music wise, school
God bless his
wise,
soul.
and all that. So when that happened, I was like, wow. And I'm the person that I have this big dream that I don't just want to settle for less, like getting my good songs, of course. I know the kind of songs that comes to me.
Okay.
You know, then I don't just want to record it anywhere. I need a good hand to work on that. So all of that was like thinking about Mr. Ambassador Wolioni.
Okay.
Thinking about him. Wow, the price. I know he's kind of person. So you can't just walk in there and start,
get
you know,
you.
do stuff. So it's a lot of money you have to gather up, and then. So thinking about all of that made me feel like, oh my God, can I really do this? Music, okay, maybe I should get a job. The only son in the house, and with a lot of siblings around, then mom to take care of. So I was thinking about, can you just maybe leave music a bit and then look at something else? But at
That's
the point,
awesome.
I have to think a lot about the music. Can I really finance this? Because knowing the fact that music, of course, is really cash. Beyond the production, the part I am right in now, promotion-wise, huge cash have to come in for you to be out there. So I was considering all of these things. I'm the kind of person I consider steps and facts, not just being spiritual about it. The Lord will provide, we know, but I was thinking all of that. at a point, I have to really come back to myself. Yes, if this is God's gift in me, if it's His will, of course, it will go on and there will be a midst, of course. From there, I was encouraged by a lot of persons around me, and thank God for good friends that will still, tell you good words and let you know that yes, you can do it, irrespective of anything that comes.
So amidst all this, how did you learn from it?
I learned from my low points. Learning to rise, of course, because I was like, this is a tool in your hands.
Okay.
You can't just keep it, because a lot of destinies are tied around it. That was the word that kept coming to me. A lot of destinies are tied around this. God gives you these songs, because the song keep pouring in. Like, I can record in a day. I can record like 10 tracks, just doing all of that, singing all of these songs, but the means to put it out there. So now that word comes on and off, that a lot of destinies are tied around you. So, and people need to hear that and learn from the messages from God to the society at large. So keeping it down is you. Working against God's plan, because of there's no excuse anyway. So for me, there was no huge excuse for me to just stay down. I have to still walk. I knew I would do it.
I like that. Well, I need to ask you, what keeps you going? What inspires you?
What inspires me is the goal ahead. The picture I see daily, that keeps me. So shed me from every distraction and all of the discouraging times. When times you feel so bad, there are times, of course, that you have to be depressed.
I've been in that.
Of course, a lot of times. All of this scenario I've been painted is all in the quitting sections that I would have just given into and then just forget it, go and get a job, man. You're a graduate.
I mean, you studied project management.
Did you get? No, just go and forget music. I was like, no. That would take my time from expressing what this is and the passion to I have to move.
Now, a lot of people want to be like you. Trust me, when they see things. And a lot of okay. Now,
the process, you don't want to get into it.
I was just going to ask that the advice that comes to mind for people who go after their passion and people who want to be like DannyC. There are some people, maybe the young ones coming up. I really want to be like, Mommy, I want to be like DannyC and all that. What advice comes to mind?
My advice is, it comes from my process. Because you will surely meet those times, those challenging times. All I want to say is, just keep to it. Look at the goal like I've always done. Look at the goal ahead. And of course, reach it by all means, all good means. Just reach it.
By all means.
By good means. So
I like the way you demonstrated that. I like that. Now, I find a lot of musicians are out there, a lot of songwriters like you who has talent, but they find it difficult to get to the peak. I believe to get to their goal. Let me use the word goal because you've been using the word goal. Now, what advice do you have? Because there's something constant nowadays in Africa is depression. And when you ask them, you'll be like, the fear of unknown, fear of rejection, fear of not getting there. They see the future. What advice would you give to them?
Okay, so you out there, what you need to do is master your craft first. Just be good. You have this drive, you have the passion for something. Don't just leave it to chance or waiting for one big money that will fall sometime for you to now, be out there. You don't just get out there. Even when there is a lot of finance to work with, your content needs to be good. So work on your content. Take your time. Just behave like the bamboo, the what's it called, Indian bamboo, right? Yes.
What happens to Indian bamboo?
Your roots first. Get your roots first.
I like that. That's so nice.
Before you know it. When you have the opportunity, you move.
You hear that? When you have the opportunity, you move. Now I need to ask you, aside from you singing, having your singles, do you sing at parties? You sing at when be people like wanna invite you and all that?
Don't do parties.
Concerts?
Concerts, of course. Yes, that's our playground.
So you love concerts.
I love concerts.
So what if I have a wedding, like a wedding party?
Of course, why not?
That's a party.
We do good music.
Oh, of course. I was just gonna ask, do you go to for wedding parties to sing, or birthday parties? And
of course.
I didn't mean the party gospel artists.
I wanted to hear that.
Okay, sell yourself for 2 minutes. No, 2 minutes.
Okay,
10 seconds.
Okay. like we've all heard,
Okay.
I'm Daniel Cheke, DannyC, the gospel artist. My Instagram handle is at Daniel Cheke, Twitter at Daniel Cheke1, Facebook Daniel Cheke. That's where you see me. Then Google Mail is danielcheke@gmail.com.
Thank you so much, Daniel Cheke,
So
for
there.
coming on the show.
Thank you,
had
my
him
pleasure.
on Instagram, it's Daniel Cheke. On Twitter, Daniel Cheke1. On Facebook, Daniel Cheke. Contact him today, guys. You won't regret it. You heard how he sang at that short clip. Until I see you next time, next episode on Yachts. Keep being yourself. Go after your passion and stick to your goal. Like he has said. Thank you so much, Cheke, for saying that.
Thank
Until I
you.
see you next time, like I said earlier, I remain Modella. Take care.